16. Who are you working with? Okay, here we go, gentlemen. Ready? Number one. I'll actually do the period last here if you don't mind. What is the amplitude of this equation? One? We're on number one. Oh boy. What are you doing in your calculator? Yeah, but you could just pick it off the equation though. 1/2, right? Okay. Oh, here we go. Never negative. All right, everybody, never negative. Always the number out in front. All right, now what's up next? Frequency. Here you go. Frequency. Again, the frequency is the B value. I know that, but it's also the number in between the sine or cosine and the variable. That number here, 3. Frequency is 3. Phase shift. Phase shift is where it's going left or right. The horizontal shift, which you would go inside the parentheses for. What's the minus telling us? Which direction? Right. And in this case, how many units? Pi units, right? Pi. And you guys have to tell me right or left tomorrow. I will not accept plus or minus pi. All right, you got to tell me right or left. Vertical shift. Up 1, yep. And now we'll get to the period. What's the formula for period? And in this case, what's your B value? We already found out was 3. So there's not much you can do there. 2 pi over 3. Are we all good there? It is a question tomorrow. Find all 5. Good start, man. Oh, boy. Anybody questions on this in all seriousness? Questions? All right, next one I want to do with you is number 7, a little graphing question. Yep. Okay, number 7. 7 for 7. Who's working with you? Okay, ready, ladies? Who? Okay, before we even start, before I start asking you guys questions, I just want you guys to be aware, just because there's pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi on here, doesn't mean we're going by those. Okay, so don't assume we're going by those. Okay? All right, so here, first thing, can you guys set up my y-axis for me? So I can see what I'm going to. Actually, it's already set up for you. Never mind, calm down. All right, x-axis, because I'm going to tell you you're not going by those. What do I need to find my values on the x-axis? Max and min would be for the y-axis. I need to find the period. All right, so period is 2 pi divided by what in this case? What's my frequency? 2, yep. So the period is pi. That's where the graph's going to end. So what are my key values? Every divided by 4. So really, hey, I may have set this up, but you got to put more values on there. I'm not going every pi. My key value is not over 2. It's every pi over 4. All right, ladies, here we go. I needed some superstars for this one. Do you remember what pi over 4 was in degrees? I know I'm going way back. 45. Do you remember what pi over 2 was in degrees? 90. So where's pi over 4 go? Yep, you're right. In the middle, right? 0, that's 90. So in the middle, pi over 4. Okay, so now can you help me go by pi over 4? So if pi over 4 is the first one, what's the next one? Which would be what? 2 pi over 4 reduces down to what? You're correct. Reduces down to what? Pi over 2, that's already on there. Keep going. So you got 1 pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, halfway in between still. What's the next one? Pi, 4 pi over 4. Yep, keep going because I got a graph to 2 pi. 5 pi over 4. 3 pi over 2. So, yep, which is 3 pi over 2. That reduces down to, right? And then 7 pi over 2, over 4, excuse me. And then what would you end at here? 8 pi over 4, which is 2 pi. Now, am I going to do that to you tomorrow? No. I'll just have you guys put pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4. All right, you'll set that up on your own. All right, I'm not going to do anything crazy like I already put these on there. Okay, next decision you ladies have to make. Do you want to do pre-shift, then move them, or do you just want to do it all at once? Whoa. We sure? Okay, you got it. I like it. I like it. I like the attitude. We're doing the sine curve. Where's it start? 0, but I got to shift down 1. Everyone agree? And can we not pull a quiz here and actually go down 1 and not 1 tick mark? Remember that, some of you? Yeah? Okay, so go down to the -1 and not 1 tick mark. I can't see a thing, so there's -1. Okay, sine starts at 0, then where does it usually go? To the max, which would be 2, but it's going to go down 1. So where should my next point be? You're okay, hold on. We're getting people confused now. It goes to the max next. Everyone agree? Okay, but the max is 2, but I shifted it down 1. So what's the new max? 1, yep. 0 max, what's the next point? 0, but shift it down 1. Then it usually goes to the minimum. So instead of -2, it'll be -3. And again, you guys don't like what we're doing tomorrow? Shift, do the pre-shift one, and then move all the points down 1. All right, keep with that then. I don't care. These guys just decided to do it differently. And then where's sine n, ladies? At 0, move it down 1, yep. And then we got to do that cycle one more time. All right. Only thing different, I know that took a long time to do and it maybe got confusing here or there. I could just give you a clean graph and ask you to graph that tomorrow. Okay, I wouldn't set up an x-axis for you. I could give you just a graph, blank graph it from 0 to 2 pi. That is definitely something I could ask you guys tomorrow. All right. Anything you want to ask there? We okay? Nice job, guys. Way to stay with us there. Number 10. No. Question 10. Guys do this all the time to me. Watch, here you go. Watch, it'll come out to be 10. Anybody? Oh, 6. Hi, Mary. You ready to go? Okay, let's do this. It's a 2-part question. First one, find the period and amplitude of this graph. Let's start with amplitude. You got a formula for it, right? And that is, okay, stop. Max here. 3 minus the minimum. Yep. And some of us remember doing this. If it goes up and down the same number, that's what the amplitude will be. Excuse me. All right. I know period is 2 pi over b. I don't know if that's going to help me here, but I have the graph. What's the definition of period, ladies? Okay. So 1 cycle to me here would be from here to the end, right? So how long is that? And remember, hey, don't tell me 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. There's a 2 pi here, so be careful. How long did it take here? 4 pi, yeah, because they're going, everyone see, they put a 2 pi here, so that tells me they're going by pi's. Okay, so 2 pi halfway, 4 pi all the way. All right, so the period is 4 pi. Anything yet? Because they haven't even done the hard part yet. What's the equation now of this one? So y equals, anytime I ask for an equation tomorrow, start it off with y equals. What's the first number? The amplitude, 3. Ooh, what type of curve is this? Because I don't tell you that. A cos curve? Cosine curve? What number usually goes in here? The b value. We didn't find the b value, but I did find the what? Period, which gets me to the b value. Huh? Look at all this, you kids. So 4 pi equals 2 pi over b. Let me know when you get to that b value. Ooh, 1/2. So 1/2, keep going. X. And I'll save you guys and everybody else some time. How do I know there's no shift without even doing the formula? It goes up and down to the same number. Yep. How about that, Akon? You good over there? Good. Anything from you guys? Okay. Thanks, ladies. $13. Again. Thanks. Thank you, guys. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, never mind. We got something to do in case there's a delay tomorrow. Probability. Yay. Next unit. You won't be saying that towards the end of this unit. Okay, 13, everybody. No, not even the page. The problem, 13. There you go, 13. Look at that. You knew, right? Yeah, you knew. Not here. I got it. 17. Who are we working with? Oh, here we go. Come on, you got to make up for the fellas here today. Ready to go? First thing, in all seriousness here, first thing to everybody. We're not back to you guys. We'll get back to you guys in a second. Look at choice 1, 3, and 4, because I am going to do this to you tomorrow, and I want you to be aware. 1, 3, and 4. That first number that's there is not the amplitude. It's the shift. All I did was, in this case, all I did was take that +2 and move it to the front. It's still the shift. Why are you yelling? Yes, I'm doing that tomorrow. Sorry, I was screaming up there. We all good? Okay, fellas. Let's see. I don't want to reveal too much here. I need the equation that's going to have a max of 2, minimum of 0, and a period of 1/3. Now, to be honest, I wouldn't even look at the multiple choices. I would try to write that equation on my own because I think you have enough ability to. How do you find the A value? Okay. Thank you. Is 1. Okay. Quickly, which one can I eliminate right now if the amplitude's 1? Yep. Okay, how about C value? So 2 plus 0 divided by 2. What's the shift? Also 1. Which one are you going to get eliminated now? 3, because that shifts 2. Okay, now it comes down to frequency being 6 pi or the frequency being 6. What can I use now to find frequency? Period. So what do I have? 1/3 equals what? Okay. When you guys find that B value, let me know. Six pi. So which choice we going with? Choice 1. Hey, we all good here? Again, that first number, because it's got the plus next to it, that's the shift, not the amplitude. Nobody cares. Including me. I should, though. Any questions? Thank you for the effort. That's all I can ask for. All right, 19. Going to need 4 people for this one. Two-parter here. The question. Yep, the question. Okay. There's 2 questions. Here's the snowfall model. This. Oh, look what I did again here. Hey, quickly, what's the 20? Shift. Yep. Hold on. What's the 10? Amplitude. Yep, I'm ready now.
All right, so what's phase shift?
Phase is when I move it left and right, which I'll never ask you to graph.
Okay, where would that be in the thing?
It would be x. It would be inside the parentheses, like an x minus pi type deal. Okay. This right here has no phase shift because there's no minus or plus in the parentheses, so I know I'm not shifting it anywhere. Okay, there's 2 questions. First question is, what is the minimum amount of snowfall using this equation? The minimum amount of snowfall. That's my first question. And to help me out with that one, how about 9? Need a new person other than your girl you just worked with. No. I know I said 4, but it's 2 parts. So this first part, I only need 2 people. UN. Ready to go? Okay. All I'm looking for is the minimum here. We'll get there in a second. Without the shift, what was the minimum? Before I shifted it, what was the minimum and max? -10 and 10, right? Everyone agree? Then you shifted it 20, so what are you going to do to each point here? Add 20. So this answer here, what's the minimum amount of snowfall? 10. 10, what are we doing? Feet probably? Nope. Inches? Yep, 10 inches. 10 years. Yep, 10 years of snow. So we're going to have a delay tomorrow. I got 10 years of snow coming. Jeez, what's wrong with some of you? Yep. All right, here we go. This next part, I'm going to need some studs here, without a doubt. 16? 16? Oh, no. No, I'm just joking. All right, are we ready back there? Okay, second part. Name the years the minimum is going to happen. Okay, in what years between 1970 and 2000, name the year or years where I'm going to have the 10 inches of minimum snowfall. Now, I'm not going to leave you hanging here. Okay, this is a cosine curve, correct? We all agree, the cosine curve. Okay. Cosine usually starts at the what? Max, right? Then goes to what? 0, then goes to the... So I need to find out where that third point ends up being. All right? Because here's my cosine curve, right? I need to find out, because I know this is where it's going to start, 1970. I got to find out what year that is. I got to find out what year that is. And that'll be one of my answers at least. How can I find these values on the x-axis? That's what I'm asking you for now. How can I find those values on the x-axis? Yep, which I need what first, though, to start that process? Period. Here we go. Period. 2 pi divided by pi over 5. Ten. Good. Now, I'm not going by tens. The key values will go by 10 divided by 4 will go every 2.5. Okay, ready? So 2.5. What would be the next one? 5. What would be the next one? And then would be what? 10, right? All right. Well, you told me cosine starts where? Yep. Then goes where? Then goes where? Ooh, okay. We'll get back to there in a second. Then goes where? Okay, so where's the 1 year it hits its minimum? Now you got a 5 there. What's that 5? That's not year 5. It's the years after 1970. So what's the first year it hits its minimum? 1975.
How do you know?
Okay, you okay on how we set it up here? And you agree that the minimum happens at 5. That 5 is, where to go? Represents the number of years since 1970. So 5 years since 1970 brings me to 1975. Good? Okay. There's more though, right? There's more years than 1975. All right, so let's keep this train going. What's after 10? 12.5. 12, yep. Crimea River. And then what's after that one? Oh, where's it going to happen at 15? Another minimum, right? So what's 15 years now since 1970? 19. And then, okay, do we have to keep going? We know what's going to come next, right? 1995. Okay, now let's talk here, because I don't want you to come in all anxiety ridden tomorrow. I would not ask the years question, but I definitely would ask min, max, even graph it. All right, even graph it. Regents, on the other hand, yeah, we can expect something like this, the year stuff. But tomorrow, no, I wouldn't expect the year stuff. All right. Thank you very much, Dom, for driving home the team there and taking the lead. Too harsh back there, Jason? Too harsh? Okay, those are the ones I had starred. So we're going to go back to the beginning and we're going to bum rush all these questions we can get to. Starting with number 2. We're going to plow right through this. 4. Hi. Who's working with you? Okay, ready to go? You guys are on number 2. Given the graph now. Given the graph, amplitude. Now I know it's max minus min divided by 2, but can you tell me something about the max and the min? They're the same. Well, 3 and negative 3, right? So what's my amplitude? 3. Done. You could. That's fine. If you just saw it as 2.5, I'm all right. I'm all right with that. Okay. You just saw it. That's fine. I'm not saying exactly it goes up to 3. It might be 2.5. I don't know, but it's correct. All right. Frequency, I'm not comfortable with yet until I find the period. Okay. So you tell me right now. Start looking at this graph. I always start at 0, 0, and tell me when it start. Here you go. Right from here to here. That's when it starts repeating again. How long did that take on the x-axis? 2 pi. So there's the period. Everyone agree? We all right? Okay, now let's go back to the frequency. 2 pi equals 2 pi divided by b, the frequency. It would be 1. We okay? Ask now. I don't mind going over it again. And now the equation. Y equals 3. Oh, whoa, I didn't even have to say anything. You knew it was a sine curve. Why? Boom, I like it. Sine x, if you want to put 1x, makes you feel warm inside, go ahead. And then any shift, you can do the formula, but since it went up and down the same amount, no shift. That's y equals 3 sine x or 2.5 sine x, whichever. Nice job. Anybody questions there? Okay, let's go. 3. Number 1. Oh, there we go. You guys get it, the easy one. 3a, amplitude. 3. Period. What are you doing to find the period? Because it's not in the equation. 2 pi over 4. If you guys want to leave it like that, I'm okay. If you guys want to reduce it to pi over 2, whatever floats your boat. Ooh, and then you got a part B here. Amplitude for part B. Positive 2. Positive 2, everybody. And then period's going to be 2 pi divided by 8. If you want to reduce it to pi over 4, you can. Nice job. How tough was that? I can know. It's been 11 weeks. Got it. Got it. Morgan. And 6. New partner. You guys get an easy one again. Write that equation right now. Cosine curve with an amplitude of 1/4 and a period of 4. Y equals 1/4 cosine. Don't put the 4 in there. Don't put the 4 in there. Use it though. How are you guys going to use it to find the B value? 4 equals, okay, whenever you're ready. Pi over 2, nice. Frequency is pi over 2, so go ahead, finish your equation. Cosine. Yep, and it says nothing about a shift, so I will not put anything in there. I'm not going to do number 5 with you because it's the same exact question, except different amplitude and period. But we will do 6 because since it has a little shift in it. All right, so number 6. Number 1 again. Where are we going, Aria? Here we go. Ready? Cosine function. Y equals 3 cosine. All right, little help. What are you setting up to find the? Ooh, look at us. B equals pi. All right, finish it up here. Cosine. Jim. Number 8. I just pause every time because I'm waiting for you to strike out here and do it a third time. 16. Okay. What's the range? Here we go. What's the range? Pre-shift. What'd it go from? Yep. And then you did what? Added 10. So we are at what now for a range? 4 and 16, which would be choice 4. Here we go with 9. We are just cruising along here. Wow. 10.
Don't even pick. I don't want to go.
Confidence. Here's your equation. Let's see if we understand what they're asking for. The horizontal distance between 2 consecutive, basically maximums. Max to max. What's that another name for? Min to min. What's that another name for? Before the max comes up again. I'm looking for the what? That's all this is. It's a fancy way of saying, hey, find the period. So you guys are going to do period equals. Go ahead. You guys can take over. Well, how'd you get there? 2 pi over frequency, which is 8. You reduced. Great job, Grace. Yep.
2 pi over 8 is not in the. Wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. A lot of words. Yeah, the horizontal distance threw me for a loop.
Anything else? $11. I'm glad at least we heard. Oh, how'd you get out of the loop here, huh? 12? How'd you get out of the loop yet? Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. 7. Okay. Didn't mean to throw you under the bus there. Sorry. Just noticed that. All right, ready to go? I felt like I think I missed a couple stars here. So I think let me go to that one I missed a couple. Hold on, I started, yeah, I wanted to do 16 and 17. So go there first, guys. 16 and 17. I meant to go over those because this one was commonly missed on the quiz and it's going to be on the test tomorrow. But you guys are still up. All right, enough. Here we go. My angle goes from pi to 3 pi over 2. What is happening to the sine curve? Can you, everybody, and then I'll go to these two here. Everybody, can you draw a basic sine curve for me?
Are you telling us to draw it or are you actually?
Either one. Because this is going to help if you can have it in front of you. Starts at 0, right? Basic sine curve. No amplitude, no nothing. Just go up to 1, down to -1. Okay, so what you guys are going to help me out with is where on this graph is pi and 3 pi over 2. Okay, ready? Starts at 0. Hold on. Everyone else here too. Goes to 0. Then it goes to its max. What's that value right there? Pi, no. Pi over 2. Yep, on the basic curve here. Then it goes down to 0 at what? Pi over 2. What's the next one? Pi. Hits its minimum at 3 pi over 2, and then it ends where? Okay, if you guys know that, this question becomes so easy now. Because what's happening from pi to 3 pi over 2? Okay. I'm just looking at the choices. Need a little more than just going down. Decreases from. Okay, there you go. Oh, I'm just saying, just draw the curve tomorrow. That's all I'm asking for.
I did on the paper, but I don't know what
okay. Here we go. Let's go to 17. Now we're going to go to the cosine curve. Can you guys draw a basic cosine curve before I pick somebody? Basic cosine curve. $12? Oh, look at that, huh? There you go. Ready? Where's cosine start? At the max, right? At 0. Then it goes down to 0. What's this point on the x-axis? This point right here where it hits 0 for the first time. Pi over 2. Then it hits its minimum where? At pi. Where does it go back to 0? 3 pi over 2, and then it always ends at 2 pi. Okay, answer the question now. As I go from 3 pi over 2 to 2 pi, 3 pi over 2 to 2 pi, what is happening to this graph? Increasing from 0 to 1. Everyone see that? This part right here? 0 to 1. Now we're doing it, all right? Got one, couple more. What am I saying? One more. We got a ton. Let's go back now that we just did that and do number 11 together. Six. Again, everyone's going, come on. All right. All right, first thing, whoa. How many x-intercepts? Where are the x-intercepts located on a graph? Where the graph crosses where? That's the y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis. So this is where it crosses the x-axis. Yep, this is where the graph crosses. So let me rephrase this question for everyone. How many times does this graph cross the x-axis? It's your sine curve, but what am I doing to it? which is what? Everything's going up 1. Every point's going up 1, right? So this is why I just had you guys try to sketch it. It's not going to start at 0. It's going to start at where? 1. And then what's the new max now? 2. So it's going to go up here now. Return to where? Now where's the minimum? This is a group 1?
0.
Yeah, thank you. Usually it'd be -1, but I'm bumping it up 1. So 0, right? And then where's this finishing? So you want to answer the question now? How many x-intercepts does it have? Right there. Yep. Yeah, hey. And I think this is the one we'll end on because this is where we ended 5th period. So 2. Ready? Which one does it not intersect? So I graph this one and these 4. Which one of these 4 would not hit that curve and go through it? What am I going to need to find for the curve? That's going to help me out. Max and min. Ready? Before you did the shift, what was your max and min? Okay, and then you shifted it what? Up 14. So what's your new max and min here? Okay, ready? 14, will it go through? Yep, because the graph goes from 9 to 19. 20, will it go through 20? Nope, because 20 will be above the 19, the highest point. Oh, no, sorry, we got one more. Yeah, thought you were done. Mentally prepare yourself. Go to 15. We can get one more in. What? Which one are you on?
Never mind. No, never mind.
11, finishing off strong. Nice job. 15. Sea Dragon. By the way, if you guys want to know, anybody been in the amusement park, the boat, pirate ship that goes Sea Dragon right here. Okay? Never knew it went the old sine curve, huh? But it does. Okay, hold on. How many seconds does it take to complete one full cycle? Yes. You see one full cycle, we're thinking the period. So it'll be 2 pi divided by, what's the frequency back there? Pi over 3. Keep, change, multiply. 6. 6 seconds. Yep. All right, come strong tomorrow or Monday. All right, come strong.